Hi again. In the last few videos, I've shown you the basics on how to navigate through Merlin Project. So you now understand how to work the app, how to basically distinguish between the different project management methods and where to find them in Merlin Project. And now it's time to finally start creating our own project from scratch, or in some cases from scratch, or through different ways that I'm going to show you now quickly. When you open Merlin Project, you will be greeted with this menu. Here you can decide whether you start with an empty document, a demo document, or one of our templates that are already built into Merlin Project, or you can download more templates on our website. Simply click over here on more templates, then on show, and it will directly navigate you to our website where you can download further templates. But we all know it, there can be tons of templates, but you will never have the exact template that you currently need. And for this, with Merlin Project version 9, we have built a new function into this menu, which is called the Intelligent Assistant. It's basically an AI tool that allows you to create full projects based on your specific scope and then directly translate this scope into a project plan. I'll show you how. We click on Create and we see that there's already a text that is explaining how the project is going to look like. We have a business meeting, around 300 people are expected, and we will be able to use a Node factory hall, but it needs to be completely cleared out. So this already hints at some specifics in the phases that we need to address. For this, it's going to be probably a preparing phase. We can then change the project language. Currently, it detects the language based on the text prompt, or we change it to a different language. We can change the size of the project. This tells the AI how many activities it should generate. And we can see which further elements shall be active or deactive and thus generated by the AI or not be generated by it. So work efforts, dependencies, resources, milestones, and risks. We want them all for now. So I click on Create. And I already see that the Intelligent Assistant is now working. It creates activities, and you can see it's doing so magically. I don't have to do anything to help it out. Once it has created all the different activities, it starts creating the dependencies. So you can see that the different phases, the different groups, are now being linked together. Also, you already see that some milestones have been created, so that also works. You see that the work duration or work estimations are already put into place. And we can also see that it has generated risks. For this, let's go to the attachments, then to the risks. And here you see all the different risks it has created for us. Let me make it a bit more readable. So one line. We see there's, for example, candidate venues may be fully booked. There's a probability of 40%. It's attached to visit candidate venues, and it's a medium risk. Now we can basically go through all these risks. Do we see them as well? Do we want to change it? And who do we want to put in charge? Here you can also see that some resources have been added. Of course, the AI doesn't know any information about who's going to be on your team if you don't give that information to them. So it just put some generic names in here. But now that we basically are not starting with a blank canvas anymore, we can make this project our own and personalize this to our convenience. We can add a new resources if we want. My name is Marvin, so I put myself into this team, and now I'm part of removing old equipments. Because now 2 people are working on it, it changes the work expectancy, or it cuts it in half. So therefore we're faster done and don't need those 2 days for it anymore. So that's all we are going to do for AI project creation for now. In the next few videos, I'll show you how to do all this and more, basically on your own, so you have all the different tools in your toolkit and start creating and planning.